So we're back with Angular and Pocketbase again. In this video, we're going to take care of the row level security for our database table. And we're also going to add the functionality to view our task list. Let's go. As always, in my PB terminal, I'm going to cd to Pocketbase and then run the command /pocketbase /serve and then click on the admin UI link. I'm going to create a new collection named tasks, and I want to add a field that is non-empty and presentable named name. I also want to add a Boolean field that is presentable named complete. And I want to add a relation field named user that points to the users collection. And I want that to be non-empty and presentable. Then click the Create button. Beside the table name, there's a little gear button. You can click on that and we can go in and take a look at the API rules. By default, all tables or all collections are locked down and can only be manipulated or viewed by the admins. So if we click on the list/search rule, what we want to do is we want the user.id in our table rows to equal @request.auth.id. And this actually, you can copy and paste this, and this can be the same rule for view, update, and delete. Since a new row won't already have a user associated with it, we just want to make sure that the user that is creating a task is logged in. So that one is @request.auth.id does not equal empty string. And then just save changes. I recommend that you add a couple at least tasks that you can pull back. So I will do test task 1 and then associate it to test admin. Click create. Another sample task and associate it with test admin. And then Friday night Brawl Stars and test admin. Click create. And that should be enough. So on my npm terminal, I want to cd into robotask/src/app. And I want to use the Angular CLI to generate a service in the shared services folder named tasks. And I also want to use the CLI to generate an interface in the interfaces folder named task model. All right, let's start with the task model. This will have an ID of string and a name of string, a complete of Boolean, a user of any, a created field for date, and an updated also date.
And here's your friendly reminder to like and subscribe. We post new videos often for software developers, software engineers, and software architects. Thanks.
Next, in the task service, we want to import Pocketbase from Pocketbase. If you can't get this to pop up, check your spelling and capitalization. And we also want to bring in environment from environments/environment.development. And we also want to bring in the task model from interfaces task model. And our first method in this class is going to be to retrieve all the tasks that is associated with the currently logged in user. Const pb equals new Pocketbase environment.base URL. And we're going to return pb.collection tasks get full list. And we want to set a filter of complete equals 0. So we don't want completed tasks showing up in our task list. And we're also going to sort these by name. Now, in our tasks component, we want to inject the task service that we just created. And then we want to create an array of task models named tasks and initialize it. We need for our component to implement on init, and then inside of that implementation, we want to call this .taskservice.getTasks and return that, which will be a task model array. Then we're going to loop over that collection and then push each of the tasks into the tasks collection. And then in the catch block, I'm just going to console log it, but of course, please don't do this. Handle it appropriately. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time going through the template. I'm just going to paste some really simple HTML code here. I'm basically looping over the tasks and then printing out the t.name. Now inside of my ng terminal, I'll cd into robotask and then ngserve -o. -o opens up a new browser. And there's our tasks. Cool. We are now getting very close to the end. There'll be one more video that will take care of maintaining this list where you can create new tasks, edit the ones that are there, and delete them. Until next time, happy coding.